Well, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, and welcome to the National Football Youth League Trophy Final, brought for you live here at Sixfield Stadium in Northampton, where the Procision Academy, under the guise of Swindon Town, will take on Wycombe Wanderers under-19 set up here. It's third against fourth in the Southern Championship. Two draws between the two sides across the season, and we're expecting a great spectacle here as well. Alongside me, representing Wickham on this occasion, it's a member of their media team, Charlie Goff. Charlie, thank you for being with me, and looking forward to a fascinating contest in the beautiful weather as well.
Yeah, like you said, I think we've sort of brought the weather along with us. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to today's game. Two really good teams in this division. Close encounters across both games this year. So I'm really looking forward to the game ahead and a big cup final.
And also alongside us in the up in the gods here at Northampton Town, it's the assistant manager for the Swindon Town side, Cheryl Williams. Cheryl, thank you for joining us as well.
Yeah, no problem.
Really looking forward to this fixture, and Cheryl, as we've spoken about already, really close, even match setup coming into this on the form books at least. Two draws across the season, third and fourth place in the league. It's going to be difficult to tell how this game's going to go.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously both teams have done really well this season, and ultimately it's probably a game of nerves and who can hold their nerve today and get through a big competitive game, which we'll see.
We certainly will, as we take you through the two teams. For Swindon Town, Albie Adams-Perez in goal, Hayden Cooper-Jones, Ellis Skeet now into the starting line-out, Owen Clark, Mackenzie Creech as number 5, the captain Kai Boylan, with danger man to watch out, Shaquille Johnson, with Jason Preedy, Braden Sherville, another one to watch out for in attack, Lockie Harper, Daniel Santos leading the line as well, with the likes of Umran Sanko on the bench, formerly of this Wycombe Wanderers team as well. And the Wycombe side, Jensen Ellis starts in goal with Donny Nagugu as well, with Mackenzie Gould, Charlie Ravenscroft and the captain Seb Devasi. Luke Ryder starts with Dylan Clark as well, Carl Dawes, Connor Jackson, Joe Lloyd, and leading the line as well, the joint top scorer in this Wycombe side, Philip Oliadunjoye. Charlie, a pretty strong side you've got out there, you must say.
Yeah, definitely. I think sort of the first few games we played them this year, we haven't probably have our strongest side out there. I think Seb Devers has been missing, who's a massive benefit for us. He's our captain. I think having him back is going to be a massive boost, and I think sort of having our full strength squad back now is really going to benefit us, and hopefully we can sort of get the win.
Well, for now it's Swindon kicking us off and going for the long ball off first kick-off. It's back with Jensen Ellis, the Wycombe Wanderer goalkeeper, the familiar kit of Wycombe Wanderers, the blue cuts across shapes, attacking from right to left in this first half, with Swindon, of course, in the red. And there's a physical tackle to get things started here in this trophy final. We'll talk as well about the paths that both sides have had to take to get here. Wycombe beat a young Liverpool side in that first game, then took down Hanwell Town by 4-3. Beat Solihull Moors by a single goal, and then in extra time they took down the John Medeski Academy of Reading, who currently sits second in the league, and they've turned over possession in the final third here. A bright start for Wycombe, Charlie.
Yeah, definitely. I think the manager spoke about that in before game as well, sort of getting on that front foot nice and early and sort of taking it to Swindon, because look, in recent games I think we've gone down 2 or 3-0 in sort of the first few minutes or in the first half, so starting on the front foot could be a benefit for us, and we can really sort of take the game to them and sort of surprise them from what we have been in previous encounters.
And a couple of players to watch out for in this Wycombe side as well. Dylan Clark and Philip Oladunjoye, both the 7th and 8th top scorers in the division, 14 goals in 20 games. You might see Ellis Skeet wearing number 3, pushing a little bit further forward as well today. Well, it's been cleared by Swindon on this occasion. And pushing high Lockie Harper. There's a long ball lofted into the box again, but it won't trouble Jensen Ellis on this occasion. Long ball, and the captain, Kai Boylan, hammers it into the stands. Cheryl, some no-nonsense defending from one of the leaders for the Procision Academy today.
Yeah, I think obviously first sort of 10 minutes into the game, you don't want to make any silly mistakes, so it's just a case of settling into the game, clearing your line as and when you need to, and building your confidence throughout the game. No mistakes early doors is key.
Well, there's no ball available at the moment. There'll be a delay. Hammered across the field by Ellis Skeet. And it will be a throw for Wickham. Just a few minutes into the game. But Charlie, it's been a nervous start for both sides.
Yeah, I think like Cheryl just said there, it's sort of getting the foothold of the ball first 10 minutes of a cup final. You don't want to do anything too rash, so I think basically it's just sort of getting your foot on the ball, getting a bit of confidence, letting the nerves settle, and then you can really go from there, to be honest. And I think maybe 10 or 15 minutes into the game, you'll start seeing the real quality shine from both teams.
Lunging in there. Will be a free kick in a promising position. Shaquille Johnson shaping to take it for Wickham. On this occasion it was Dylan Clark, in fact, of Wickham. And it's back in the hands of Albie Adams Perez for Swindon Town. With Kai Boylan, captain today at centre-half. Played into midfield, Preedy. Gets it out from under his feet. Cooper Jones looks to go long, but charged down. Bit of pinball in the final third once again. Who will it fall through here? And ushered out of play. So Cheryl, Swindon down under a little bit of pressure at the back to start things, but looking to play from out of the back there. It's a tactic that we'll hopefully see throughout the game. Yeah,
definitely. We do definitely like to play football, but obviously Ashley's made his thoughts clear. First sort of 10 minutes, nothing silly, no silly mistakes at the back. Build ourselves into the game, but as they grow and develop through the game, they definitely look to play more and try and find little pockets and pick up space.
Well, the first real strike of the game, a speculative effort from a long way out. Adams Perez will clear down range. Will be a throw for Wickham. And Skeet wasting no time getting things back underway. Oliver Njoye there battling away. Connor Jackson on the chase. And once again, Wickham keeping hold of it in midfield, and then strong clearance, and we might see the first card of the game here. Daniel Santos in a bit of trouble, hacking it away in midfield. Charlie Ravenscroft might be going into the book, and well, that was a pretty robust challenge, Charlie.
Yeah, I think Charlie's well known for that. I played with him at my time here, and I was played with him for 2 years, and he's well known for a strong challenge, and he's not one that you want to be on the end of in training or in games. So yeah, it's an early start for Ravenscroft and an early yellow card, but hopefully he can sort of put that behind him now and sort of get back on the front foot and play his football, because he's a quality player on his day, and I think moments like that can sometimes distract a player, but hopefully he can put that behind him now and move on.
Daniel Santos down for the moment. It would be a shame to see Daniel Santos leave the field so early, Cheryl, but there's plenty of players on the bench who can make a difference for Swindon today.
Yeah, I think with it being a cup final, and unless his foot's broken, I imagine he'll be hopping up in a minute and carrying on. It's just a bit of impact. He had to go for the challenge, and it's just one of those. It's nothing really too bad in it.
Thankfully, Daniel Santos is back to his feet. gives us a bit of time to talk about Swindon's path to the final. They beat the Stephen Gerrard Academy 5-3 in that opening game. And since then, they saw FCV Grace Dieu, Altrincham and QPR College, all without conceding. Only 3 goals conceded overall in their run to this final. A really good defensive record, Cheryl.
Yeah, obviously, you know, keeping clean sheets is obviously going to help you progress through the rounds, and it's something that the boys work on in training regularly, being tight at the back and compact and difficult to beat. So hopefully they bring that to today's game as well.
Cooper Jones with a lofted throw into the box. Headed away only as far as Owen Clark. Hacked away by Lloyd. And a break on perhaps for Wickham. Long ball in behind to Jackson. Good first touch. It's controlled by Clark on the edge of the area. But a lovely interception from Ngugi. Oladunjoye. It's floated into the area. Mackenzie Gold's cross required a bit of work there. Well, Charlie, things looking a little bit brighter as the game progresses and the players settle into things.
Yeah, I think that was going to take time, and now we're starting to see sort of how both teams like to play, and you can see with us how we like to sort of press from the front and go after teams early on, and now we're sort of getting the joy from that, like we've just seen there with the Swindon players kicking the ball out for a throw-in. So I think that's what we pride ourselves on, pressing from the front, getting our full-backs involved, getting on the overlap and getting crosses into the box and scoring goals.
Boylan under a bit of pressure there, so it will be a throw for Wickham. Ravenscroft goes fishing for it. Taking his time, assessing his options. It's a long one into the box. Hacked away on the half volley. Only as far as Ryder. Ryder battling with Lockie Harper. Returns and finds Sherville. He's muscled out of it on this occasion by 2 players. Jackson in behind. Takes a strike, but the whistle had gone. That wasn't going to trouble Albie Adams-Perez. Well, these 2 sides played each other just 3 games ago. 1-1 on that occasion, but since then Swindon thumped the Valenti Academy 6-1. Along with another win on their way to this final. So in good form at the moment, Cheryl.
Yeah, I think Ashley was saying inside, you know, things have started to click the last few weeks, and we've been good at the back and we've been clinical and going forward. So I think you can see there's a bit of nerves with the boys at the minute, which is sort of 10 minutes in now. So it's just a case of settling down, finding their feet, and hopefully we'll start to move the ball a little bit better.
Lovely ball from Ellis Skeet, who's battling with it once again, and Skeet has won it back. Santos looking to take on Ngugi. Ngugi gets the tackle in, but Santos still going here. Crosses charged down. Skeet battling now for it. Ngugi flicks it away, and eventually it's cleared with a little bit more impetus. Swindon back in possession. Creech all the way back to Adams-Perez. They'll look to go long, up to halfway. First and second header, won by Wickham. It's into the path of Oladunjoye. Intercepted right on the edge of the area. Oladunjoye back to win it again for Wickham, but Swindon can break here. Picked off by Mackenzie Gould. Gould has Oladunjoye on the overlap. Gould continued his run. Cooper Jones with a clearance only as far as Ravenscroft. First touch play from Wickham. And still Swindon can't clear their lines. And finally it will fall safely into the hands of Adams-Perez. Charlie, Wickham looking to play a lot of one-touch football at the moment.
Yeah, I think, like I keep saying, that's how we pride ourselves on our football. I think sort of quick play, getting the fullbacks involved, and sort of getting our key men involved as well. Look, you see Seb Diversa there stepping in from the back, an excellent player, and on his day he's absolutely unbelievable and can definitely go to a much higher level than what he is at now. So fair play to Seb, and hopefully we can get more of our key players on the ball, and as a team press from the front, win the ball high, and hopefully we can get a few more scoring opportunities and a few more shots from the edge of the area would be nice.
Swindon in possession for the moment. Crossfield looking for Johnson. Shaquille Johnson continued his run, cut out. Shaquille Johnson, 15 goals in his last 25 games for Swindon. One to look out for on this right wing. And good pressure from Swindon and from Raiden Sherville, who has a pretty remarkable scoring record. Cheryl, he's scored 17 in 17 games.
Yeah, Ray's a big threat for us. You know, he's very physical. He likes that sort of side of the game. But along with it, you need to be clinical, which he has been this season. So it's a massive credit to him. He's stepped up at times that the boys have needed him.
Lovely touch. A good turn as well from Harper. He wins a free kick as well. Good footwork from Lockie Harper. Another look here. Good close control, and then a lovely little Cruyff turn to get away. Caught on his way through by Philip Oladunjoye. Johnson. He goes short. The edge of the area, but the cross is mishit, unfortunately, from Mackenzie Creech. So the Procision Academy started back in 2012, now has over 16 academies across Reading, Newbury and Oxford. Of course, you used to coach yourself, Cheryl, but to have this close partnership with Swindon Town is a testament to all the good work Procision are doing.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, like you say, we've worked exceptionally hard over the last sort of 11 years, and it gives a pathway and an opportunity for boys at that level, and puts them in the shop window and give them a showcase game if they're good enough.
Much like what we have on offer today here in the National Football Youth League Trophy Final in Sixfields Stadium here in Northampton. Beautifully well kept considering the season that's just ended. And great weather as well, exactly what we asked for at this stage in the season. Cooper Jones, once again looking for a longer throw. Swindon win possession a little bit higher up the field. Cooper Jones once again going long and looking for Harper. Bit of pinball on halfway. Wickham do come away with it, and they'll look to break. Carl Dawes searching for Jackson, can't find him. Seb Diversi, the captain, heading it away. Well, Charlie, two sides here hunting for promotion from the Southern Championship, and that would be an excellent achievement given how young this Wycombe Wanderers partnership is.
Yeah, like I said to you beforehand, I think we only started 3 years ago in partnership with Wickham. To be where we are after 3 years is a massive testament to Tom, the manager, all the coaching staff, Lewis, for pushing the players on and sort of developing and picking the right players to join this programme. And look, to get here 3 years in is a massive statement, and hopefully we can move on and kick on from here, even if the result doesn't go our way. But yeah, overall a really good season for us. I think we're fourth in the league. We're unlucky maybe not to be a bit further up. We've had a few games where we could have easily nicked points away from teams and been further up the table, so we're frustrated with that, but we're really happy to be in this final, and hopefully we can get the result. Much like
Swindon's Precision Academy side, only 2 losses across the season for Wycombe Wanderers, but 5 draws, 2 of them of course coming the team they play in this final now. Speculatively hacked away by Shaquille Johnson. And over the top, they won't trouble Adams Perez in goal. Kenzie Creech looking to work their way out of the back. Interception in midfield. Gould cut out once again in the centre of the park. Hustled out of play by Raiden Sherville. Well, Cheryl, neither side at the moment able to really keep a hold of the ball for long enough to make an impact in this game.
No, it is a bit scrappy from both teams. I think, you know, neither team have really completely settled into the game. I do think it will come. They're both good teams. It's just a case of time. There's a lot of young players out there. There's a lot of nerves that you can see. But it's just a matter of time before both teams sort of find their feet, I think.
Barnstorming run from the centre of defence. And almost kept in play there by Dylan Clark running down that right wing. Dylan Clark, of course, 14 goals in his last 20 games, the point top scorer in this Wickham side. Is Ellis Skeet, a late addition into the team, replacing Darcy. Ball cross field, it's a lovely pass as well to pick out Olatunjoye. To take on his man, gets it through the legs of Cooper Jones, but well marshalled by the fullback. Cheryl, from really good defending from Hayden Cooper Jones.
Yeah, I think initially he got caught out of position, but he's made a great recovery and it's a great challenge, and Wickham throw.
Kenzie Gould winding up. Headed away. And Harper looks to drive Swindon Town up the field, but it goes all the way back to Ellis in goal. Under a little bit of pressure from Sherville. There's another missed header, and it might free Clark. Puts it inside. First time effort from Jackson. But a good move, Charlie. Just didn't get the connection he needed.
Yeah, that's unlucky. I think Connor's had a bit of a dry spell in terms of scoring for a striker. He started off the season really well, and then sort of he's settled into the team now. But I think about Connor, he's got everything in his game. He's got the hold-up play. He can bring players into action as well. So he's got all round. So he brings lots of other things apart from goals as well. So it'll be great to see Connor sort of, maybe he's lacking in confidence with that strike. So hopefully we'll see it pick up.
Olatunjoye riding a couple of tackles there. And one thing, Charlie, that Wickham are doing really well at the moment is they get 2 or 3 players around any of the Swindon forwards as soon as they're in possession. And at the moment, that's keeping them out of the game. Yeah,
I think we know the threat that they've got up front, like we just said there, with their striker, 17 goals in 17 games. It was an excellent scoring record. So, yeah, I think we've just got to get into them early.
What's into the feet of Jackson, who searches for Olatunjoye. Denied on this occasion. Might fall for Clark here, hacked away by Owen Clark at number 4. And charged down. Gould strikes it from range. Another shot on the Swindon goal, but it doesn't trouble Albie Adams Perez. Wickham starting to build something nicely here when they win the ball upfield, like they have last couple of moves.
Yeah, I think it's nice to see us stepping in from the back. We've seen that quite a few times where Seb and Luke Ryder as well have got in front of their opposition man, the number 9, and nick the ball and send us on a countless attack so far. I think we're starting to see a bit more of the game open up now, and us starting to get on the front foot and create more and more opportunities. Look, we've just seen 2 or 3 shots go wide in the last 5 or 10 minutes, so I think we've had the upper hand for these last 5 or 10 minutes. But I think Swindon will come back into it, so I think we've just got to take our chances when they do come our way.
Taking a break here so the players can get some water on board, as looks like Raiden Sherville's leaving the field. Cheryl, that's a big loss for this Swindon team.
Yeah, you know, Ray's struggling. He's given it a go, bless him, and it's not worked out for him. But Darcy coming on, he's lively, he's energetic, so hopefully we just need to make the ball stick a little bit better up top. And hopefully Darcy will bring a bit of energy and a bit of quality up there for us.
Ethan Darcy onto the field then for the number 9, Raiden Sherville. See how that changes the complexion of the game. But as the season goes, on the whole, Cheryl, it's been very successful. Currently third in the Southern Championship, just behind the John Madejski Academy and a strong Tottenham side. But it's been a pleasing season for the Precision Academy.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like Charlie mentioned, for Wickham, there's a couple of results that the boys would be frustrated about, and I think they could have done a bit better and picked up some more points. But that's football, and you just got to keep driving till the season's over and keep believing, and you never know what might happen.
Ethan Darcy with his first touch of the ball, but it was cut out. Another interception in midfield. Well done, Joye will come away with it and gets around Clark, and then is dispossessed. Cooper Jones driving forward and wins the free kick on this occasion. The whistle of George Byrne brings an end to that latest attack. George Byrne, of course, of the Championship. Some high profile officiating here today. Philip Olatunjoye just leaving one in there on Cooper Jones. Adams Perez to the feet of Creech. Long ball over the top, latched on by Skeets, and then across the face of goal. Doesn't have any takers. It will be a throw in for Wickham. Looking to wind up another long throw down the line is Mackenzie Gould. This time Harper gets in front of it. There's a good touch out of the feet there from Day, but doesn't fall kindly for Swindon on this occasion, and instead Clark finding Jackson. Jackson slips there. The handball is given. But Wickham looking dangerous on the break. A blink of an eye, it's Swindon looking to break the other way. Just slightly undercooked that pass into the feet of Lockie Harper. Good hold up play in the centre, skipping away from a few. Cooper Jones takes his time, finds Owen Clark at the base of midfield. It's another loose ball. Couple of under-hit passes, perhaps Cheryl, but building something more promising the last few minutes, Swindon.
Yeah, definitely looking to play a bit more, which is good, but I think credit to Wickham, they're organised, their shape's good at the minute, and they're picking up any sort of loose balls, and they're getting around players that are in possession and making it difficult. So it's just a case of being tidy when we do have it and making sure we're protecting it a little bit better.
Wickham look pretty quick on the break as well. Is that a game plan coming in today, Charlie?
Yeah, I think so. I think also sort of we want to try and dominate the game. I think we want to try and start early, like I said. In recent games against these guys, we've gone 2-0 down, I think, and we had to sort of make a late comeback and get it back to 2-2 in our last encounter. So I think a message was sort of getting at them early and surprising them, and I think we took the game to them in the first 15 minutes or so. But again, it's been a bit loose these last 5 or 10 minutes, and I think it could be anyone's game.
Well, there's a ball through. The flag has gone up, but it's a great save from Jensen Ellis regardless. Offside is the call. But that's the closest that Swindon Town have come today, Cheryl.
Yeah, I think last sort of 3-4 minutes we're just starting to get into the game a little bit better, starting to find feet. And like I say, Darcy's come on and brought a bit of energy, which is looking good.
Pretty incisive pass as well. Just an inch offside on this occasion. Ellis had it covered regardless, and he picks out a good pass for Gould as well. Across comes Harper. Got a lot of energy, Lockie Harper, Cheryl, and looks like a pretty exciting player at number 10.
Yeah, Lockie does put in a shift for us. All the boys do, though, to be fair. We work hard. You have to nowadays. Otherwise, you can't have passengers. You're not going to get away with it. But he's tidy on the ball as well. Yeah, he's been an important player this season. Scored some good goals as well.
Going though for Wickham in Swindon's half. Gould goes long. Lovely little touch from Oladanjoye. Battling away, falls to Johnson. And then cleared. Ngugi under a bit of pressure. Never see the captain. The feet of Oladanjoye. He looks to flick it on to Gould. Rise of handball. Swindon will play on as they're back in possession. Harper on the turn. Dispossessed. And Harper comes back to make the challenge. Really good energy from him once again, Cheryl.
Yeah, I think he was frustrated with his touch there. I think he wanted to turn out and just got caught on it, so thought he definitely had to slide in and win it there, which he done.
Long ball. Looking to split the defence. Out comes Jensen Ellis, a long way to clear. Almost fell kindly for Swindon, but looking back onto it. Big tackle comes in from Clark. He continues his run as well, Owen Clark. Chance to cross it here from the edge of the area, just over the head of the substitute Ethan Darcy, who hits it back in. Almost fell once again to Santos. Captain Boylan buys Jackson the opportunity to break. Once again cleared up in midfield, this time by Preedy. Encouraging signs for Swindon. Preedy chipping it in behind for Cooper Jones. No offside flag on this occasion. Cooper Jones looks to take on Gould. He does get the cross in. Out comes Jensen Ellis with a good take, and he's looked pretty brave so far, Charlie.
Yeah, Gents is a top keeper, and I think maybe he's had to wait for his chance this year, because our first team goalkeeper did in fact leave sort of the whole programme early on in the season, so he had to step up from the second team, and he's really done well since he's come in, and credit to him. He's had a few setbacks throughout the year and a few mistakes, but he's really put them behind him, and I think he's looking really confident today, and like you just saw there, coming out and claiming crosses and being very demanding from the edge of his box, so it's great to have a keeper like him behind you for your defenders.
Bill Johnson called it to feet, and drop here instead for the captain, Kai Boylan. Ellis Skeet with a bit of green grass ahead of him. Skeet hits it from range, lofted into the area, but it won't trouble Jensen Ellis on this occasion. Brought into the side just today, Cheryl, but it's looked pretty dangerous down that left wing.
Yeah, I think personally I'd like to see Ellis drive on the outside a little bit more. He's exceptionally quick, and it's a massive part of his game, but he keeps sort of coming inside at the minute, so I'd like to see him drive outside the fullback and get into a 1v1 that way.
Johnson quickly onto the ball to turn it over for Swindon. Now he's cutting off his wing. Preedy on the turn. Back to Boylan on this occasion. Lockie Harper goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Adams Perez, his clearance is intercepted. And here comes Clark. Excellent tackle from Kai Boylan. That was a dangerous situation. Instead it's cleared, and then a foul. The attacking third will give Wickham back possession, but a nervous moment there for Albie Adams Perez, Cheryl.
Yeah, I think one thing that you could normally rely on for Albie is his kicking. His distribution's very good. Normally can kick it quite far, but these things happen. It's a bit of a dodgy kick there, but luckily it doesn't come to anything.
Up comes Jensen Ellis to take the free kick. Ventured awfully far out of his goal. We hope that he can get a hold of this kick slightly better than Adams Perez in the last period of play. And it will go all the way through to the Swindon Town goalkeeper. A bit of kick tennis between the two of them at the moment. This time it will fall for Ethan Darcy, who looks to go to Johnson. Across the field, and Johnson will get onto it. Lovely pass, middle to it here. It's just behind the onrushing Sherville. In comes the tackle from Harper. That's a popular one in front of a lot of Procision students who have travelled today. Well, that was a big opportunity for Swindon, Cheryl. A really good cross-field ball from Ethan Darcy, but the cross just behind.
Yeah, it was a good switch of play there from Darcy. Hopefully more of that to come from him.
Swindon still in possession, momentum perhaps just swinging their way. Clark across to Boylan. A slip from Boylan, and Jackson's onto him. He does really well to get it away. Ngugi intercepted by Skeet, cutting inside. Another slip in midfield. Dylan Clark racing onto it. Safety first. And Adams Perez on this occasion. Wickham have won the free kick. These Wycombe Wanderers players, Charlie, they're really hustling Swindon in midfield.
Yeah, I think a sort of a midfield as well is probably one of our strongest points in there with Kyle Dawes and Charlie Ravenscroft. And I think we're trying to just sort of get the ball in there and win every sort of second ball that drops our way and get it out to the wide players and get everyone involved from there, really.
Driven low to the edge of the area, but only as far as Dawes, who strikes it. Safe hands from Adams Perez. It was an interesting free kick. It was ricocheted to Dawes. We've got a clean strike away. It's Clark cutting in off his wing. He goes down. George Byrne having none of it on this occasion. Turn from Olatunjoye, who switched wings with Clark in the last few moments, battling hard and wins the free kick as well. We've seen some great footwork from Olatunjoye so far, Charlie, and that's another example of it.
Yeah, I love that from Philip. I think he's one of them players, if you can get him on the ball early and get him direct and sort of going at players, it's really difficult to stop Philip. I think that's definitely one of his strong points, is getting the ball to feet and driving it his opposition fullback, and we've seen that there coming inside and getting a free kick. And look, Dylan Clark on the edge of the area. I've seen countless free kicks that go in the back of the net from him that I've recorded this year, so hopefully he can come up with another beauty.
Well, this is the best chance of the game for either side. Free kick in a pretty perfect position. Young Dylan Clark, top scorer in this Wickham side. Clark to take on Adams Perez. Through the wall and denied. There's the follow-up and it's in. Finished excellently well by the captain, Seb Devasi. Well, it was through the wall of Swindon. Adams Perez did well to readjust. Seb Devasi, the quickest to adapt. And that's an excellent finish. And the breakthrough that Wickham have been after, Charlie.
Yeah, I love that from Seb. It really shows how good of a player he is, sort of just following up from the ball, and he's the first man alive to it. And like I said, Dylan Clark, dangerous from free kicks in that area, and it's got a deflection. The keeper's made a great save, to be fair, to sort of come back that way. And then obviously Seb Deversa following up, and that's what all good players do. And he's followed in there with an excellent finish. As the ball's bouncing towards him as well. So I love that from Seb. The ball's a bit behind him as well, to be fair. So I love that from him, and hopefully, thankfully, we took the lead, and let's see what we can do from here.
Well, Deversa nonchalantly wandering into the box after the decision not to take the free kick. But at the moment, it's Swindon on the attack. Beautiful turn by Johnson. We might see another card here. Wickham second. Well, Cheryl, Swindon are behind, and Adams Perez a bit misfortunate there. It was a great readjustment to make the initial save.
Yeah, I think obviously as a keeper you're frustrated if you make the save and defenders don't follow in, and I think we've just switched off for a split second and they followed it in and managed to punish us.
A lovely turn and then just caught by Gould, who goes into the book, the second Wickham player to receive a yellow. What can Swindon create from this free kick? It's a lovely delivery. Headed away, but only to the edge of the area. Darcy holds it up well. Joseph Preedy. Wickham have stolen it, and they'll look to break. Headed away on this occasion, but only as far as Lloyd. Lloyd drifts around one, and here's Clark. Cuts in onto his right, searching for support on the edge of the area. Well, the deflection falls to Jackson, who swings it. Now Connor Jackson over his shoulder, that could have gone anywhere. It was well read by Adams Perez, but Wickham looking dangerous on the break once again.
Yeah, I think like when we get the ball into sort of our front four area, we're really dangerous. I think Joe Lloyd on the ball in the 10 position, and Dylan and Philip and Connor as well. And we're really seeing their flexibility as well. Look, Dylan's come out to this left-hand side, and Philip's gone out to the right to sort of cause the fullbacks a few different problems.
First time we've really seen Joe Lloyd run with the ball as well. It's pretty technical through the centre midfield. They've got a throw as well. Mackenzie Gould to take it. Jackson come wider. Well, it's fallen kindly here for Dawes, who strikes it off target on this occasion, but it sat up so nicely for him there.
Yeah, he almost leant back there, didn't he? Just at the last minute as he went to go shoot. It's really unlucky. He just needs to get over the ball a little bit more. But yeah, it's not too far away from finding the top corner. Like I said, it's important to sort of take our opportunities when they've come. We've took one, but I think we need to take maybe 2 or 3 more, because Swindon are eventually going to come back into it, because look at the players they've got out there. So we've got to take our opportunities when they come.
Well, the captain, Seb Diversi, with the goal. The quickest to react. Quickest to react from Adam Perez's save. Well, up goes the captain, willing to head it back, and Adams Perez has done well there to get off his line and smother it, and away goes Skeet with that pace that we were told about earlier by Shell Williams. Harper checks back on the inside of Clark. Johnson dispossessed on this occasion, and Clark wins the throw. As we approach half-time here, Wickham are really in the ascendancy. Joel, what have Swindon got to do to get a foothold back in this game?
I think first of all we just need to make sure we don't concede before half-time, because that makes it very difficult in the second half. We just need to make the ball stick a little bit better, and detail and quality of pass, making sure it gets to players, and decision-making a little bit quicker.
Some real fight there from Santos. Eventually the flag goes up, and Wickham will have the free kick. Santos with some good footwork and not allowing an easy clearance for Luke Ryder. But Ellis will pump the ball upfield once more. Really no nonsense out of the back from Wickham so far. Two number 10s battling for it there, and it's Swindon's Lockie Harper who's come away with it, but the free kick goes against Swindon, and they can work their way up the field. I don't know why I'm struggling with your number 14's name so much.
Diverse.
A bit loose in the area. It's fallen with Clark. He gets a good ball across the face of goal. Cleared only as far as Seb Diversa, the goal scorer. Some good footwork. Gould searching for Jackson, but cleared away only as far as Dawes. And Dawes striking it from range, but charged down by Preedy. Harper. Neil Johnson. Toss battling with it. but safely back in Wickham possession for now. Ravenscroft gets it away. It's back with Ravenscroft here. Well done, Joye, the edge of the area. Dispossessed by the captain, Kai Boylan, who's looked really solid for Swindon so far. Darcy looking to break on the wing, but it's ushered out of play. And here's Ngugi for Wickham. Just a coming together in midfield. George Byrne waves play on. Harper, Johnson skips around his opposite man, and Dylan Clark. Unfortunately, Joseph Preedy stayed down for Swindon, and we could see their second forced change of the game. Not had the rub of the green in terms of injury so far, Cheryl.
No, we haven't. Hopefully he'll be all right, but he does look like he's in a bit of discomfort. I can't quite tell what it is from here, whether it's his knee or I think it was just a collision in the middle, and we'll wait and see what happens, but hopefully he's all right.
Players will get some hydration in the meantime as we race towards half-time here in this cup final. There's one excellent set-piece opportunity for Wickham that was hit by Dylan Clark. Adams Perez made a good save, and Seb Diversi was on it, captain. We'll talk a bit more about Wickham's semi-final, where they took down the John Medeski Academy in extra time. Charlie, we finished that game 5-3, so plenty of comebacks this season for Wickham.
Like I said, we've seen that in games against these guys as well, when we're 2-0 down, and we just have sort of that team mentality that we're never out of the game, and we always seem to claw it back. And you always have that feeling around the place and around the ground when we play our games. If we go 2-1 down, you just think we could win this 4-3, or go and get 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. And this team never gives up, and that's something I've really picked up on this year. It's been really a really good strength for us that we stay in games. We never let goals sort of get our heads down and sulk about it. We get back up and go again. And I think us going 1-0 up this time is a bit of a change for us. Maybe what we've experienced in the last games and across the year in general. So for us being 1-0 up is a bit of a different story. So hopefully we can hold on to it rather than having to come back again.
And unfortunately, Joseph Preedy has left the field for the moment. Hopefully he might be reintroduced shortly. Now it'll be a drop ball. It's a rare sighting in football at the moment, and the ball is returned to Wickham on this occasion. Ellis put under a bit of pressure, cleared for a throw. And Joseph Preedy is back with us as Ellis Skeet will look to take the throw. More to come, you imagine, from Swindon's Procision Academy. We sit above Wickham in the league, coming into this game by just 1 place. Some good footwork in close quarters, and that's a lovely weighted pass over the top. Jackson is onto it. Jackson's got plenty of defenders for company. Across comes Mackenzie Creech on this occasion to make the block. But those balls over the top for Connor Jackson for Wickham, Charlie. There's been a number of them so far in this game. This, the best pass so far, but it's certainly an option.
Yeah, like I said, I mentioned with Connor earlier, he's not just like a striker, he's got everything. He can hold the ball up when the ball comes into him for feet, he can run off in behind, and he's really got good pace as well. And I think, like I said, maybe we've seen a bit of lack of confidence from him today. Not getting many goals in recent games, but hopefully start getting more and more of the ball and sort of keep making them runs, and eventually hopefully he'll find the back of the net. And like you said, Charlie Ravenscroft there, an excellent ball from him, and I think that's where we sort of pride ourselves on as well, sort of getting in the ball in the midfield and hitting the channels and getting players like Connor Jackson, Dylan Clark and Philip Olajunde in behind.
Well, once again, it's brave defending from Swindon, but Mackenzie Creech in a bit of discomfort. Another set-piece opportunity for Wycombe Wanderers. Clark over the corner, an outswinger. 6 blue shirts to pick out in the box. Towards the back post, bit of pressure on Adams Perez, but he dealt with it well. Lag is up, so a free kick. But Adams Perez was under some real pressure there, Cheryl, but he dealt with it really well.
Yeah, he come and claimed it really well. It's something that Ashley sort of demands of him, come and claim it. He's done really well there. Just didn't manage to quite keep it in, but it's fine, maintain possession.
A throw in as well for Swindon to work their way up the field. Just looking to inject a bit more energy into the game. But the throw in is headed away. Hooked back in field. Boylan gets his head onto it at this occasion. We're back with Skeet. Jackson's onto the back pass, but Adams Perez clears it comprehensively. How long, please? The shout from the Wickham bench, and he receives a comprehensive answer on this occasion. It's half time here in a game that still has plenty to offer. Just the one goal separating the sides. A free kick hit by Dylan Clark and then latched upon by the captain, Seb de Versa. That's what separates the sides. But Cheryl, Swindon with plenty more to offer going into the second half.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to hope so. I think we, like you sort of mentioned earlier, I think we need to bring a bit of energy, a bit more belief in what we're doing and get the ball moving and secure it more and detail in our passes. But no doubt that will come. I think words will be said at half time and hopefully come out a little bit better in the second half.
At the Versa, the quickest to latch onto the deflection following the save, Charlie, and Wickham, despite coming into this perhaps as underdogs, if only slightly given the 2 draws between the 2 sides in the season, they've looked really impressive in the first half.
Yeah, I alluded to it before. Maybe we haven't had our full strength squad out when we've sort of played at Swindon in the last two games in the league. So having our full strength team here and our starting 11 that we would usually pick for a big game like this is crucial, and we're seeing the difference now when how we're sort of stepping onto them early doors and getting in behind really well. So more of the same really from us in the second half, and hopefully we can get a few more goals.
Well, things are finally poised here at the break at Sixfield Stadium, the home of Northampton Town, in this National Football Youth League Trophy final, where Wycombe Wanderers lead by 1 goal at the break against Swindon Town Procision. We'll be back shortly for the second half. Well, as both teams emerge from the tunnel ahead of a second half full of opportunity, Wycombe Wanderers currently lead by 1 goal against Swindon Town Procision. And let's talk a little bit about the coaches today. Charlie Goff still alongside me from Wickham. Tom Guy, what sort of messages would he be imparting in that half-time interval?
And we know eventually Swindon are going to get a few good opportunities, we know that, so we just got to stay switched on and focused, and then take our chances at the other end when they come.
And Cheryl Williams, assistant manager as well for Swindon, alongside me here. Ashley Bainham won't have been panicking in that half-time interval, only a goal down, and there's been some moments of real quality from this attacking lineup of Swindon, and as well Dante Hamblin freshly on the field. What kind of difference can we see in Swindon's play in this second half?
Hopefully a bit more of a threat, hopefully a bit more energy. I think we're a little bit frustrated. We haven't really displayed our normal play. So, you know, the boys have got 45 minutes to change it and give a good account of themselves.
Change of ends, of course, in the second half as well. Wycombe Wanderers now attacking the Persimmon home stand instead of the Les Commercial Dane Bowen stand. And it's an early throw for Wickham into the area by Carl Dawes, headed away. And Harper will look to break. Here is the new man, Dante Hamblin, getting on the outside of Gould. Hamblin takes him on, but it's loose touch, cleared by Ravenscroft. Miscontrol there. Pressure from Jackson. Adams Perez. Skeet. Who goes long. Intercepted by Ravenscroft. Will fall for Clark. Wickham all the way on the edge of the area. Clark unleashes a strike. Off target. But a promising start to the second half, Charlie.
Yeah, really positive again. A bit like the first half, on the front foot, getting early shots away, and I think shots can change momentum as well in a game. And if you keep even if you have shots and they're not on target, it can sort of swing your way in terms of you're always in that half, and eventually a shot will pay off in the end, and it may find the back of the net. So I think just taking shots at the keeper, put him under as much pressure as we possibly can.
Lloyd back to his defenders. Swindon come away with it, and Darcy looks to break. Good footwork from Darcy, looking to find Hamblin. But it's all the way back with Jensen Ellis. Cheryl, what does Dante Hamblin bring to this Swindon attack?
Dante, is very tricky, very tricky, skillful player. Likes to get himself into 1v1, so hopefully he can drive at the full-back and get into opportunities to either cut in and strike at goal or put crosses in.
Well, Connor Jackson looks to free Lloyd, and here's Olatunji crossing it in. Dealt with on this occasion by Swindon. Do have it back. Owen Clark. Freedy. Hamblin looking to take on Gould. Great pace out wide. Hamblin looking to get round Kenzie Gould. But he handles him well on this occasion. Touch round the corner from Jackson, and Clark is away. Clark is past Skeet. But back comes Ellis Skeet, who does really well. But it's another corner for Wycombe Wanderers. Their first put Adams Perez under a lot of pressure, Charlie. Yeah,
another example there of Connor Jackson and the way he can hold the ball up and bring others into play. He's not just a normal striker. He holds the ball up so well. He can bring in various different players off of him. So again, we saw that there with Dylan running in behind as well. And another set piece which we like to pride ourselves off of, are really strong from them.
Dylan Clark, whose free kick led to that opening goal. In swinger on this occasion. There's plenty of heads that go up, and out comes Adam Perez. It's an early ball, looking for Santos. It's over the head of Gould, and Santos has control of it. Great work from Ngugi. Skips around Santos as well. Ngugi on the return. There's a free kick as well, won by Connor Jackson. We've seen two fullbacks there with the consummate defensive interventions, first from Skeet and then from Ngugi. Another set piece, this time a lot further out for Wickham.
I think Donny's had an excellent game as well, right back here. He's been unlucky this year because he's a player that sort of is very injury prone and can pick up various different injuries, but it's nice to see him sort of get 50 minutes already in the bank and really put in an excellent performance from him, and he's really been a live wire down this right hand side and an outlet for us.
Clark with a long ball into the area. Adams Perez came for it and got a punch. Back with Clark. Lovely work to get away from Johnson, and they're really battling the two number 7s. Sliding in is Lockie Harper. The free kick does go Swindon's way. Darcy. And throw, looking once again for Santos. Ugi gets it away. Harper, Johnson. Knife and flag goes the way of Wickham on this occasion. Seen that a few times this game, Cheryl. Shaquille Johnson getting in good positions, but he's always get 1, 2 or 3 defenders around him.
Yeah, I think they've definitely done their homework on Shaq. He's been a good player for us this season, an important player, and if he does get opportunities, he will take them. So I think Wickham have switched on to that.
Good play out of the back by Dawes. Gould into Clark, and well, there's a whistle there from George Byrne. Clark was looking to get off and running. He'll come back for another set piece from a long way out. Seen a couple of menacing set pieces from Wickham so far, Charlie. Are they a real feature of the season just gone? Yeah,
definitely. I think Seb as well, from the back here. He's an excellent header of the ball and can. He scored many of goals for us this year from set pieces, so let's see if we can do it.
Headed away by the captain, Kai Boylan. We were talking about Seb de Verster at half-time as well, Charlie, because he's on the books at Marlow at the moment and really promising future in the game.
Yeah, definitely. He's currently in sort of step 3, step 2 with Marlow. He's playing, he's probably even a level above that, to be honest now. He's really stepped up, and he's been through Wickham's sort of foundation and EDA for the last sort of 10, 12 years. I think he may have had a few trials as well at other professional clubs. So he'll be looking to sort of use this year as a stepping stone, and then next year, hopefully maybe push into the professional game, and who knows where his future could end up.
The goal scorer, Seb de Verster, for Wickham, captain as well. On this occasion, Adams Perez in goal for Swindon. It's been a real live wire at the back, really out to shut things down, and now Skeet can open up his legs. Looking to find Hamblin in behind, cut out. Throw in though for Swindon. Precision Academy. They've yet to really get themselves back into this game, but Hamblin gets away from Gould. Gets on his outside as well and goes down. Monte Hamblin back to his feet, but able to keep a hold of it. Clark powers it upfield. Skeet gets a clearance in, charged down by Jackson. From the sideline is for Lockie Harper to get himself more into the game. Cheryl, something that could really unpick this Wickham defence. Yeah,
I think what Ashley wants is us to get the ball and switch it a little bit quicker and try and expose Wickham on the other side, but it's just not quite happening. I don't think his message is getting across at the minute.
Well, the energy of the game has just ebbed away a little bit in the last few moments. Swindon still with another throw. Headed away by Dawes. Long ball in behind, looking for Santos. The Versa's there to clear. Cheryl, Daniel Santos as well, an impressive player, but perhaps haven't seen enough of him either so far in this game.
Yeah, I think we need to get him in the game more. I think he needs to get an opportunity, get a shot at goal, give him that bit of confidence. Just not getting enough service, to be fair to him at the moment.
Here is the cross. It's over everyone. Lockie Harper was lurking. 2 clearances. And a third by Oladunji. In the end, it results in a free kick for Wycombe Wanderers. It brings an end to the latest Swindon attack. They are, of course, without Braden Sherville, their top scorer for this second half after his early injury. Third top scorer in the Southern Championship with 17 goals and just 17. Played the least out of anyone else on that list. Lovely footwork from Lloyd. Tackle from Harper. Throw goes Wickham's way. Olatunji looked bright as well on the wing. Tied as the top scorer in this from Wanderers side. Carl Dawes throws it in. Headed on. Clark on the turn. Dispossessed. Falls to Hamblin. Short of options. He hacks it away. The Versa under a bit of pressure from Santos. Back with Ellis. Looking cross-field. Pick out Ngugi. He's done well to keep a hold of it. Jackson gets the ball away. Harper's back there and wins a free kick as well from Oladunji. George Burns had a pretty tight hold of things so far, the referee. This National Football Youth League Trophy final, of course. 2 more games to come from here in Northampton, which we'll talk to you about in a minute, because Clark has latched on to a loose pass out from the back. Clark with a strike. Safely into the hands of Adams Perez. But here in Sixfield Stadium, we switch to the women's competition. It's the Women's Trophy tomorrow. Chatham Town take on Waff Academy in a repeat of last year's League Cup final as Northampton Town's very own under-21s take on AFC Sudbury. Those 2 games live for you here. National Football Youth League's women's competition. Here in the men's edition of the trophy final. Dylan Clark's won a free kick. Be another opportunity for Wickham to swing this one in. Set pieces have been the best opportunity of the game for Wickham so far. Created their first goal. Well, it's a free header in the middle, and it's all the way to the back post. And it's been flicked in on this occasion by Connor Jackson. There was a free header in there. No one reacted quick enough. Adams Perez got another hand to it. But Jackson popped up at the back post. We'll have another look at it here, but Charlie, it didn't really look like that good a chance, but the free header, and then it just popped out to Jackson, who finished it well.
Yeah, I love that from Connor, and like I said, he just needed a goal for his confidence, and now he's got it. And again, a set piece that's opened the Swindon defence up, and Sev de Versa getting back around the back post, and look, the keeper's made a sort of got a touch on it, and then it's fallen out to Connor Jackson, who's headed it in, and the keeper's done unlucky there not to save it as well. So Yeah, an excellent goal, and I'm so happy for Connor for getting a goal and for his confidence, and that puts us 2-0 up, and hopefully we can sort of see the game out from here now. But yeah, an excellent display from Wickham so far in this game.
Another set piece that's led to a second goal for Wickham. Seb de Versa in there again with the initial header, back into a dangerous area, wasn't dealt with. Adams Perez, in all the commotion, did collide with the post, but thankfully back to his feet. And Cheryl, in a similar fashion to how the first goal was conceded, Adams Perez did all he could do, but Wickham the quickest to react in the area.
Yeah, I think we've just switched off again, and I think we've done it twice today, and we've been punished both times, and that's what a good side will do. So it is frustrating. We need to make sure we're picking up, and still got to believe that we can get ourselves back in the game.
But there's a change in the offing as well for Swindon. Ashley Field on number 18. And Swindon have got some work to do. Get themselves back into this trophy final. 2 set pieces. The difference. First a free kick, which was saved by Adams Perez, but the deflection put in by Seb de Versa, and it's a similar story for the second goal as well. A deflection off the goalkeeper, this time poached by Connor Jackson. The Swindon have kicked off brightly, and that's a lovely touch into the path of Johnson. The second clearance away. We'll restart with a throw-in for Wickham. Well, in a reverse to fixture gone by this season, it was Wickham who were 2-0 down, Charlie, and these sides have met previously. And Swindon did get back into the game, so anything can still happen with 30 minutes to go here.
Yeah, like I said, I think the last game we were 2-0 down, and we managed to grab 2 goals back in the 80th and 90th minute. So in football, it's never over till the final whistle. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Swindon can get 1 goal. Like we said, the next goal is the most important here, and if Swindon get it, game on. If Wickham get it, I'd like to think we could see it out from there.
Well, Ashley Field has come on for the number 5, Mackenzie Creech of Swindon. A defensive change, but that's a lovely cross ball for Johnson. A great touch as well, but out comes Ellis. And that's the kind of position, Cheryl, that Swindon need to get Shaquille Johnson into more often. Yeah,
definitely, and he'd definitely be thankful for service like that. He'd be frustrated with his touch, but more of that to come, hopefully.
Really fantastic cross. It was from Dante Hamblin who delivered it. Now there's a player down, unfortunately, for Swindon, who haven't had the greatest luck with injuries in this final. Well, to go 2 down, Cheryl, and then to bring on Ashley Field in defence, what kind of impact is he going to have on this game? A change in formation, perhaps?
I think Ash is good with both feet, and he's got a good range of passing, so hopefully he'll be able to turn defence into attack quite quickly. Obviously, with the clock ticking down and being 2-0 down, it might have to be that we need to go a little bit more direct to try and get ourselves back in the game, because, like Charlie said, the next goal is crucial.
Ellis Skeet down on the far side at the moment, receiving a bit of treatment as Tom Guy and Ashley Bynum impart some wisdom onto their players. Wickham 2-0 up in this National Football Youth League Trophy final here in Sixfield Stadium. And of course, there'll be 2 more trophies on the line tomorrow. The women's competition, the League Cup and trophy final. And for now, it's Wickham Wanderers who are in control. do they need to do, Charlie, to keep themselves in control of this game?
Just sort of keep our concentration at the back, I think, is really crucial. Look, we've got Seb and Luke, who are two excellent defenders, and they've played all the games this season together, so they know what them two are doing back there. So I think everyone just needs to keep their heads. I think a few are on yellow cards. I think Mackenzie Gould at left back and Charlie Ravenscroft in midfield, so just keeping them two out of trouble as well will be key. So yeah, nothing stupid, just try and see the game out from here and maybe get another goal.
Boylan clears it for Swindon and falls to Lockie Harper. Here's Hamblin, gets on the outside of Gould once again, and now cuts inside, shakes off a few defenders. Harper on the turn. His pass is intercepted by Olatunji. Lloyd looking to break for Wickham. Lloyd does skip away from one. And there's a lovely ball forward. But a crucial intervention from the captain, Boylan. Wickham win the throw. That almost slipped through Cheryl and would have been another big opportunity for Wickham had Boylan not got across there.
Yeah, I think Kai read it well there and got himself in a good position to clean up, cover Darcy.
Dawes with the throw. Jackson flicks it on. And then the clearance is given some extra impetus by Hamblin. Will be possession back with Wickham once more. Kyle Dawes searching for Olatunji. Headed on by Johnson. Returned into midfield and Clark is there to collect. Hamblin nicks it off his toes. Skeet's miss kick. Hands it at Mackenzie Gould's feet. First touch ball round the corner. Ashley Field across to clear. Wins a free kick as well. 2 goals down, Swindon at the moment, from 2 set pieces. Their best chance of the game so far have come through Shaquille Johnson. A cross in the first half that was just behind his strike partner, and then beautiful ball from way out wide, just miscontrolled, and that landed at the feet of the goalkeeper, Jensen Ellis, instead. But from the free kick, it's been intercepted by Wycombe Wanderers, but Field sweeps up for Swindon. Santos, Field, looking to open up the pitch. Lockie Harper. Darcy battling with Olatunji, no flag, and then Darcy gets a foot in. It's an unpopular decision of the Precision Academy supporters on the sideline here. Boylan's header falls to the feet of Olatunji. It's another throw in for Wickham. Charlie, how much is this area of the game worked on, the throw-in? There's been a high number of them for Wickham and they've worked their way up the field really well from them.
Yeah, I think before the game we were speaking about sort of getting it in the channels, and that's where we can really hurt them, and that's when we're at our best. So defenders or goalkeepers hitting the channels and sort of getting really high at the pitch and working our way up the pitch from throw-ins and things like that and flick-ons. I think that's something that we worked upon beforehand, and we can see it's paying off now, how we're sort of climbing the pitch with all these throw-ins we're getting taken place. And you can see sort of our centre mids take the throw-ins more than our fullbacks. Our fullbacks tuck inside. And you see Kyle Dawes on this hand side, and then Charlie Ravenscroft out on the left doing exactly the same sometimes. So yeah, it's different variations as well.
Well, that ball lost into the crowd over on the far side. And the first time ball in from Gould, headed away to Harper, who on the turn misses out to Lloyd. Reverser. Clark looking to go round the corner, but dealt with by Ellis Skeet. Well, other than that wonderful cross into Johnson, things are looking a little bit bleak for Swindon at the moment. Wickham just keeping control of the game. The free kick for Swindon, a chance for them to work their way up the field. Ball's hit cross field. There's an excellent pick out, and here's Darcy on the edge of the area. Darcy around Oladunje into the middle. Cleared on this occasion. Here's Johnson. Back to Harper. And Field on halfway. Switches it back towards Ethan Darcy and keeps it alive with a header. Oladunje swings it away, clatters off of Ethan Darcy, but that was some pick out from the free kick, Cheryl.
Yeah, O's distribution's exceptionally good and has just displayed it there. It's a great, you could hear him calling Darcy as well, so he definitely meant to do it.
Good defending from Wickham at the back. Oladunje's header misplaced. Boylan back to Field. Looks to go long, pick out Skeet. Good touch from Skeet to keep it in play. He leaves a hand there on Gould and wins the free kick. We talked about Swindon's great defensive record coming into this game. They only conceded 3 goals on their run to the National Football Youth League Trophy final. They've been undone today by 2 set pieces. A free kick saved by Adams Perez and then converted short range. Seb Versa, the captain of Wickham, and then pinball in the box. A free kick, or a corner, sorry, that was headed in by the striker Jackson. They've left a leg in there. There's Charlie Ravenscroft already on a yellow card, of course. It's George Byrne, our championship referee. Happy to wave things on at the moment. And Owen Clark conjure up for now. Chips it into Field. Field back to the captain, Bolan. He's got Harper out to his right, and then a deflected clearance off of a Wickham player. Headed towards us in the entry here. Another change in the offing for Swindon. But for now, there's the long throw into Santos. Keeps control of it. Put in there from Oladunje. He's taken up quite a defensive role, Oladunje, in this second half. Sitting back deep, Charlie, and helping out in defence.
Yeah, I think our wingers sort of know the game and can read the game, and look, we're 2-0 up, hitting 72 minutes now. I think sometimes they have got to track back and dig in, and eventually it is a team game at the end of the day. As much as they'll both want to get a goal and chip in and help the team, they've obviously got to do the dirty work as well, and I think we're seeing great attitude from both of Dylan Clark and Philip, tracking their men back and tracking their fullbacks and seeing the game out for us at this moment in time.
Well, it looks like Ellis Skeet, who's been pretty industrious down the right-hand side, is leaving the field to be replaced by Umran Sanko. Charlie, we were talking before the game. Umran Sanko, of course, formerly a part of this Wycombe Wanderers programme.
Yeah, when I was there, he played with me and we played a year together in training. He's an excellent player on his day. You can really sort of find a finish from outside the box, and I was surprised maybe he hasn't got as many opportunities as he has this year, but maybe he can come on and make an impact for Swindon today. Lovely
touch by Owen Clark, looking to go in behind. The header's intercepted. Will it fall for Harper on the turn, keeping the attack going? Little Travella ball into the feet of Darcy. Darcy went cross-field, but Amblin wasn't chasing after it, and a much more attacking shape from Swindon in these closing stages, Cheryl.
Yeah, I've got a lot of our attacking players on, so I think you have to go for it now with the time. Got to be brave, and you're better off losing 3-0 than sitting in, so hopefully we go for it and create some chances.
About 15 minutes left to go here, Sixfields. Wycombe Wanderers lead by 2. Free kick from inside their own half. Jackson gets the flick on. Repelled by Field. Dunjay gets a touch on it. That's a lovely weighted pass into Clark, but the linesman flag is raised. Ashley Field wastes no time in getting the game back underway. Amblin battling through the tackle. Deflected, he wins the throw. Swindon need to add some intensity into the game. Still got time here. The clock is against them. Boylan searching. Headed away by Ngugi. Lovely ball, flicked over the top. And another one through. Jackson's onto it. Across comes Field. Harper operating on this left-hand side for Swindon at the moment. Back to Adams Perez. Wickham sitting pretty deep for the moment. Field. Preedy on the turn. Preedy away from one. Clark battling in there to win back the ball. Amblin draws a throw. Player down for Wickham. Joe Lloyd. Well, talk us through some of the options on this Wycombe Wanderers bench, Charlie, as a few of them might be in action in this closing stage.
Yeah, I think probably the standout coming off the bench would be George Walker, number 17, who you can see coming on here. Joined us this year, but a real live wire, can play various different. He started more as a winger at first, but now he's sort of turned into a midfielder and a number 10, and he's excellent on the ball, and he can really bring a threat to this team. But the others on the bench, Callum Knight maybe not had his opportunities this year, but he's got his chance on the bench. Joe Lister the same, Charlie Jones and Lewis Dale, who have all been in and around the first team this year, so they maybe had more minutes in the second team, but they'll be ready to come on whenever needed, and they're all good options to have off the bench, and sort of various positions as well, which is good.
Well, Walker is shaping up to come onto the field and replace Joe Lloyd. Alex Brommel yet to be introduced by Swindon Town. They've been forced into a couple of changes, of course, earlier on in this game. Like Lloyd will be slowly getting back to his feet here, but time is running short for Swindon, who sit one place above Wickham in the Southern Championship. Both sides already met twice in the season, drawn on both occasions. Cheryl, we would love to see Swindon get back into this game and offer something now with all these attacking changes they've made.
Yeah, we just need to create some chances and be a bit brave now. Just have to go for it now with the time ticking down.
Vincent Ellis has looked composed in his goal for Wickham, but he's yet to be really troubled. Harper with the long pass. Ambitious, searching for Darcy. It's a goal kick instead. Ellis in no rush to take this goal kick whatsoever. Charlie, he looked very bright in the warm-up, yet to be really challenged today. He was making some good saves as they were getting ready to enter the field before the start of the first half.
Yeah, like I said, he is a top goalkeeper, and if called upon, hopefully his head's still in the game, and he can make a top save. But yeah, he's not really been needed, which is a credit to the defence, to be honest. That he's not been needed, so excellent for the defence and the whole team as well.
Hamblin won the header and found Santos. He's made some good yards down that right-hand side and wins a throw for Swindon. If they want to get back into the game in this trophy final, they need to create something soon. Ashley Field to take this throw. Headed away. Jackson, first time, clears his lines. Boylan back to Adams Perez. Plenty of options to be picked out in this Swindon midfield. Here's Umran Sanko with his first touch on the ball. Field. Good ball into the feet of Johnson. Deflected pass finds Dante Hamblin. Searching for Sanko. It falls for Johnson on the edge of the area. Couldn't get out from his feet. And now Jackson free over the top. Linesman flag goes. But Connor Jackson is such a good outball for Wanderers, Charlie.
Yeah, like I said, an excellent sort of outball to have and an outlet to hit if you want to go long and under pressure, and he can really take the pressure off the team. So yeah, excellent from Connor again, just straying offside, but eventually, like we said, he'll get in behind and hold the ball up for us, and he could be key for these last 10 minutes.
Throw in for Swindon. Harper miscontrolled by Shaquille Johnson, but there's the ball forward from Preedy. Hamblin's there in behind. Preedy comes short. Here comes the cross. Searching for Sanko. Deflected clearance from Ryder. And a corner for Swindon. Big opportunity for Swindon, Cheryl.
Yeah, much better play. Played out from the back really well into midfield, and then got it out to the wide player, which just haven't done enough today of, unfortunately. But it was a good phase there.
Shaquille Johnson to take the corner. Santos right on the goalkeeper Ellis. Headed away, it's still in the box. Hacked clear by Oladunje. Boylan. Harper with it on this left-hand side. Wants to go back to Clark. Adams Perez has his head up on the swivel. Looking for Sanko in behind. Repelled by Ryder. Mackenzie Gould does really well to clear it downfield. Lloyd is still on the field. Off for Dylan Clark on this occasion, so creative output in the first half. A lovely ball over the top. Hamlin goes sliding in. New man George Walker dispossessed. First time ball cut out by Ngugi. Swindon have it back on halfway. Wickham would like to keep them. No nonsense at the back the last few minutes for Wickham. First time clearances on every occasion. Harper. Darcy away from first few defenders. Johnson. Few options for him, so it's back for Lockie Harper. Going cross field for Dante Hamblin. Headed away. Picked off by Field. Hamblin has it back. Field. Well, cries of handball on this occasion. Didn't interest George Byrne, the referee. It will be a throw for Swindon. Wycombe Wanderers have been in retreat the last few minutes, Cheryl. It's promising, but time is against Swindon.
Yeah, definitely. I think if we're going to get ourselves back into the game, we do need a goal very, very quickly. And Wickham will probably take their time with this foul now and just try and slow the game down for us.
It's Connor Jackson who's gone down, receiving some treatment. A few players have come over to converse with Tom Guy, but the rest are man marking in the box. A goal would really change the complexion of these closing moments. So, Wycombe Wanderers find themselves 2 goals in front against Swindon here in the National Football Youth League trophy. 2 set pieces they benefited from either side of half-time. Connor Jackson back to his feet, the scorer, Wickham second. A throw-in for Swindon. Well, the throw-in is deflected, and racing onto it on this occasion is Walker. Important tackle from Clark. Field. Hamblin battling for it. Boylan back for Swindon Town. Here he is again, Kai Boylan. Swindon shaping up to go long. Johnson to turn and attack this Wickham defence. Santos with a misplaced pass. Seb Deversa's come very high. Jackson, Olatunje into the area. Olatunje with a strike, palmed away by Adams Perez. And as Wickham looked to press high, Seb Deversa came all the way back with Santos and turned it over. Jackson with a nicely weighted ball going to the near post. A good save by Adams Perez. But as Swindon push forward, Charlie, some opportunities for Wickham.
Yeah, to me it looked like we just sat off for the last 10 minutes or so, not so much pressing. I think Connor's been doing it a lot on his own, but we've sort of been sat in that mid-block where we're sitting off a little bit more because we're 2-0 up and we don't need to commit as many men forward. But again, Seb stepping in like he does and winning the ball in midfield, and eventually the ball finds its way to Philip, and it's a great save by the keeper and another shot on target for us.
Well, they'll take their time with this corner as well. 2 goals up, Wycombe Wanderers. Ravenscroft to swing this corner in as Wickham crowd the goalkeeper, Adams Perez. 2 strong hands behind that previous effort. Wickham could really seal it here with a goal. Ravenscroft to take. Going near post, there's 2 players there to head away for Swindon. Ravenscroft puts a second ball in, flicked on. And there's the strike, grazes the crossbar. As close as you can get from that range without striking the woodwork. Luke Ryder up from the back. Swindon escape. Deversa heads it back into midfield. Falls for Dawes. Field defends it well. Amblin goes long to Santos. Deversa, the captain, is back there. Ellis forced to clear. And there is really not long here for Swindon to get something from this game. There's 2 minutes on the clock here at Sixfield Stadium. They've got to score from this attack. slashing their options from the throw. Sanko comes short. And the cross charged down by Ravenscroft. Johnson wins the corner. Now or never for Swindon. Still trail by 2. Only a few moments to go in this National Football Youth League Trophy final. Johnson with the outswinger. Searching for Sanko. Out comes Ellis. He does excellently well. That is a really impressive take, Charlie.
Yeah, like I keep saying, Jensen is an excellent goalkeeper, and he's had to stay switched on. It's not easy when you haven't had too many saves to make in a game, and to keep your head in the game and stay switched on for any opportunity that arises that we need him for. And he's done that, and we can't have asked for much more from him today.
Owen Clark, his clearance is rushed by Santos. It's back with Jensen Ellis. And unless something miraculous happens, Charlie and Cheryl, I think it's time to talk about our man of the match in this final.
There's a few out there, I think, especially in our team. I think maybe the defence, I'll probably give it to, I think Seb de Versus had an absolute excellent game, and I think that's what we expect of him. Such high-level performer, and yeah, I'll probably give it Seb today. He's been outstanding and the scorer of the first goal as well.
Cheryl, I don't think that's too controversial a pick.
No, I think obviously scoring the first goal and he got the flick on, got the assist for the second goal, and they've been strong at the back, to be fair to them today, so I can't really argue with that.
Really good performance from Seb de Versus, the captain at 15. And in the dying embers of this game, Owen Clark has a free kick for Swindon. Headed away by Ryder. Dante Hamblin's done really well to draw a foul. He has been bright since coming on, Cheryl.
Yeah, like I said, he is lively, he's skillful and tricky, and players like that can create opportunities.
Last gasp then for Swindon. The delivery is along the floor and loose and cleared. Not what Swindon needed. Adams Perez with a lovely ball. And the foul goes Wickham's way. And that might be it here. They're under a lot of pressure in stages of this second half, but their 2 goals either side of half-time might be the difference in a game of few chances. Neither side really created enough across the 90 minutes here. Jensen Ellis will clear his lines. We're into overtime here. It's like Wycombe Wanderers will be taking this National Football Youth League trophy home with them. Field. Boylan. Ball forward by Umran Sanko. He's had no joy against his former team so far this afternoon. Boylan looking for Sanko off the chest. Cleared only as far as Preedy. Ashley Field. Preedy. It's a good ball to find Ethan Darcy, but linesman flag is up. Offside is the call.
Incredible performance for us, really. Probably one of our best of the season, and it's perfect timing, to be honest. I think it's had a bit of everything. I think, look, we scored the goals, but I think everyone to a man has been so good in terms of their defensive work and tracking back, and everyone has worked as a team. And like we've just seen there, getting an offside, the line stepping up in the 93rd minute. The boys still switched on and paying attention. It's great to see, and eventually I think we're going to win this game.
Ellis kicks it long. There's a header in there from Lockie Harper. Had a good game, the number 10. Full of running, but just haven't offered enough in the final third today, Swindon. The header's flicked on. Here's Walker into the box. Walker with a lovely step, and it's a beautiful finish. And that is the icing on the cake for Wycombe Wanderers. George Walker freshly onto the field with a creative Dylan Clark, and that is a lovely goal. Oh, Charlie, that is a really lovely finish.
Yeah, excellent from Georgie, and I said that the player that will make an impact coming off the bench will be George Walker, and he's been really unlucky this year, and maybe unlucky not to start the final, but great composure from him on his weaker side as well, and just reversing it back into the other side of the goal, and that seals it for us now, 3 goals and an excellent all-round performance to sum up a really good day for us, and a bit of history made for us.
There's that throw-in down the line that's worked so well for Wickham today, and that has certainly sealed it. That's a really lovely switch ball as well to get Darcy into the game, and it's a decent delivery in as well, but it's all the way through to Jensen Ellis, who drops onto it. Intercepted from the goalkeeper's kick-off, but Ashley Field back to sweep up. That clearance only as far as Olatunji, battling with Harper. Olatunji gets away from him. Charges down the clearance from Field as well, and that will bring it to an end here. Well, the result was in no doubt for quite some time in this National Football Youth League Trophy final. Wycombe Wanderers clinical from their set-piece opportunities either side of half-time, and their solid defence and strong midfield kept Swindon out of the game before George Walker added the cherry on top with a lovely finish past the 90th minute. And all things considered, Charlie, a really good performance from Wickham.
Yeah, what a performance from the boys. I mean, it had a bit of everything in it, that performance. Had the defending and sort of the goals as well, and everyone to a man was absolutely excellent, and even the boys on the bench, credit to them for coming down, although they haven't got their opportunities today, although one of them stepped up, but the other 4 that are on the bench need to hold their heads high as well, because they've all played a part in this victory and this trophy win. So we're happy to be taking this home, and a bit of history made in our 3rd year as a programme. So yeah, really delighted with that.
And Cheryl, not the result that Swindon Town or the Procision Academy were after, but it's been a really good run to the final and a really strong season overall, and this result doesn't take anything away from that.
No, definitely. I think the boys can be proud of what they've achieved so far. I think obviously credit to Wickham today. They've stepped up and they're worthy winners, to be fair to them. But now focus back on the league, and hopefully this will spur us on to go and win the league.
Well, Charlie, Cheryl, thank you very much for joining me here in the commentary box up at Sixfield Stadium. I'll let you go and
thank you. Thanks for having us.
the game with your teams. And leave those 2 to go and enjoy the celebrations and commiserations respectively. We'll take you through some of the goals. Well, the opener, Dylan Clark, who looked very creative across the game. His free kick deflected off the wall, saved by Adams Perez, but the player of the match and the captain, Seb de Versa, the quickest to react, and a good finish from the Marlow man. And that was all she wrote in the first half. An opportunity fell to Jackson out of nowhere, really. Versa with a free header, deflected off the goalkeeper and tucked away by the striker. His hold-up play was important all day for Wickham. Fortunate moment for Adam Perez, who had a strong day in goal really for Swindon across the 90 minutes. And as Swindon were chasing the game, it was Wickham who would add another. Deep into extra time here. George Walker off the bench. Some lovely footwork. And an ingenious finish to add a third. It's the third goal as Wycombe Wanderers, the deserved winners here of the National Football Youth League trophy. But of course, as the assistant manager for Swindon Town's Procision Academy, Gerald Williams, said, there's still plenty of them to play for in the league, where they sit third at the moment. But today, at least, belongs to Wycombe Wanderers, who are the deserved victors this game. 3-0 over Swindon Town. Have the trophy presentation for you here as well, right in front of us. We sit in the West Stand at Sixfield Stadium. Trophy presentations in just a moment's time. Well, the trophy has emerged here at Sixfield Stadium, the home of Northampton Town, where Wycombe Wanderers have won the National Football Youth League trophy. 3 unanswered goals here, a really impressive performance. Really good day for Tom Guy and Lewis Bloom in Wycombe Wanderers camp. Goal from Bev Diversa, the captain, opened it up. Well, he got the assist for Connor Jackson's header, and then off the bench, George Walker with a lovely finish. Put Swindon Town to bed, who may be ahead in the Southern Championship by 1 place. Wycombe Wanderers are the happiest today. Northampton. Louise Macy, the National Football Youth League, will be down to present the trophies as well. A reminder, of course, that we'll be back tomorrow for the women's edition of the National Football Youth League trophy. Chatham Town will take on Bath Academy. That game before later on in the early evening a repeat of last year's final, the League Cup. And Northampton Town, the hosts, will take on the FC Sudbury, the 21 competition. Large contingent of Procision Academy players here today. Unfortunately, weren't able to see their side get a foothold in the game. Trophy presentations will commence shortly here at Sixfield Stadium. Well, the presentations begin here by thanking the match officials and the referee George Byrne, of course, part of the EFL's refereeing team, has refereed in the Championship this season and had a strong hold of things across the game. And up step the players. Receive their medals from Louise Macy of the National Football Youth League. First it will be Ashley Bainham and his Swindon Town team. Ethan Darcy, the first of them to receive their trophy. A late change in the starting lineup. It was very impressive. Went on. This was Kai Boylan, the captain there, number 6. Solid at the back. Might not be the result that Swindon Town were after, of course, but they're still in with a shout at the league title, with 3rd place behind the John Medeski Academy and strong Tottenham side in the Southern Championship. Unfortunate perhaps to lose their top scorer, Aidan Sherville, so early in the game. 17 goals and 17 for him, leaving him as the 3rd top scorer in the Southern Championship. Macy introduces the winners of the National Football League trophy. Captain steps up at first course to receive a Player of the Match award. Seb Versa was very impressive. A goal and an assist from defence. And the Marlow man has a bright future in the game. Good reception from his teammates. He'll step up once again to accept medals for Wycombe Wanderers. The deserved winners in this game. At first, however, Wycombe Tunjay, who had a good game, as did Jensen Ellis when called upon. Overall, it was a very compact performance from Wycombe. Be led out into the sunlight to receive their National Football Youth League trophy. Good day for the former Eastleigh under-23 coach Tom Guy. Assistant Lewis Bloom as Seb Versa, the last man to receive his medal. A reminder, of course, Wickham took down the Stephen Gerrard Academy, the FCV Grace Deu, Altrincham, QPR, and now Swindon to win the National Football Youth League trophy here at Sixway Stadium in Northampton. We'll be returning to Sixfield Stadium tomorrow, of course, for the women's edition of this competition, as well as the Women's League Cup trophy. Well, we'll leave you with the closing scenes here as a jubilant Wycombe Wanderers side, who currently sit 4th in the Southern Championship, will hopefully have this trophy to take home, spur them on to a title charge in the National Football Youth League Southern Division. But a good day for Wycombe, who were deserved winners by 3 goals to 0 against Swindon Town's Procision Academy. That's all from our coverage here today, but we'll be back tomorrow, of course, for the women's editions of this competition. Coverage starting just after 1 o'clock. I'm Wilfred Kemsley, thank you for joining us. See you tomorrow. More action for the National Football Youth League.